Then what's happening in the churches and the local YMCA when people are participating with yoga? What does that mean? Is there a difference between Christian yoga, holy yoga, and yoga from India?
When we talk to any good, devout Hindu, they do not like Christianizing yoga. It's impossible to Christianize yoga. There are many factors for that. First is the source of yoga is Shiva. Shiva is not Jesus Christ. Shiva, in fact, he has a form called Yaksha Swarupa. It's a Sanskrit term. Yaksha means alien or not from human race. Swarupa means form. Jesus is not a Yaksha Swarupa. Jesus is one of us. In fact, he told us he's our brother. So he became one of us. Shiva did not. So the source of yoga is Shiva, and the destination to for the practitioner is to bind with Shiva, to become one with Shiva, or to become one with self. Whereas the destination as a person yokes with Jesus Christ is heaven. There are various schools in Hinduism, various views in Hinduism regarding moksha, which means heaven. But yoga is atheistic in nature. So yoga is part of one of the 6 schools of Hinduism, and yoga is atheistic in nature. In other words, you don't need a god. You are your own god. Do what thou wilt. Same teaching is found in yoga. So you cannot combine these two. That being said, in terms of stretching, right? So stretching in yoga is a physical expression of worship. We all must stretch. It is so important for our bodies. We need to stretch. However, yoga stretching is a ritual. It's a Hindu ritual. People who do sun salutation, by the way, the actual term for sun salutation is Surya Namaskara. Surya means sun, Namaskara means worship, sun worship. So there are 12 postures in sun worship, stretching in yoga. And if you look at the meaning for each of the postures, it is all pointing to worshipping the sun god. And whereas the non-yogic stretching, there are plenty of them actually. In fact, in the West, that's what people used to do before yoga was introduced in late 1800s. Westerners, Christians used to stretch. So there are a lot of non-yogic stretches, which are very much easier to do, in fact. So the stretching in yoga is sacred for yogis. Yogis are the yoga practitioners. And for example, if you go to a yoga studio, you will not find kids playing in video games. Like the parents are doing yoga and the kid is in the yoga studio. The kid is not allowed to play video games or listen to any kind of secular music. There is so much reverence in the yoga studio when the yoga practice is done. Right? So it's not regular stretching. Like if you're doing a regular stretching, people can chew gum if they want to, or they can watch some television if they want to, for non-yogic stretches, right? But yoga is very sacred to Hinduism. So when Christians take that and Christianize that is offensive to many devout Hindus. In fact, some of them even say that, the British came to India and they stole our gold. Now they've stolen our yoga. The West has stolen our yoga. So this is not my statement. People can find it on the internet. Gurus, good Hindu, devout Hindu gurus say that.